Going live in three, two, one.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Adeep Shetty, your host for today, and welcome to the launch of the Media Network. A bunch of talented and budding mass media aspirants with one goal to be the leaders of tomorrow's world of communication, and with the motto created to create. Live from the studio, we have a very special guest. First and foremost, we request our worthy principal, Dr. Pooja Ramchandani, to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you, Adit. And I felt like someone from media, a journalist talking. And I'm proud that this media network as an association, as a body, has come up this year in HR College. 60 years of glorious years of HR history. And a network and an inauguration or launch of Media Network Association body of HR College and future ad agency of HR College is getting launched today. And I must congratulate the entire media network students of my college, who I call as brand ambassadors, brand in the making, brand ambassadors in the making, and they are working towards building a brand called Media Network in HR College. And today, what a day. In the morning at 11 a.m., my children have told me that you have to be there to launch this future ad agency of HR College, which is Media Network. The vision very clear, create. I mean, the best thing that I've given them this year when the first year students joined in and the second and third year BMM students I interacted with in the month of August, they said, we want to start this Media Network Club. I said, what will you do? They said, ma'am, we are a niche course, the BMM course, the much asked for course, but there is nothing in college to support them. There's nothing in college to give us a platform where media students can work for themselves. And the launch of this Media Network Club came in. I must congratulate three girls who have been talking to me, have been calling me constantly, and have taken up the responsibility of launching Media Network. So the issue came, who will mentor this club? And who else than the best faculty in HR College, Professor Nidhi Thanawala, Dr. Nidhi Thanawala. She came up to their help and mentored them, and they have already had beautiful sessions by three key speakers. And today they said, we want to formally launch this network along with induction of core committee members. And they have given me a vision that they will now start working towards the BMM niche students, stream students of HR College, where they will look at the syllabuses of all 3 years, and whatever syllabus is not able to deliver them, this Media Network Club will deliver to the entire BMM students and others also who are interested in creating a future for themselves in the field of maybe media, journalism, advertising, or it could be any aspect of marketing that is related to media. And I am happy that my brand ambassadors of Media Network Association today are sitting at home despite COVID, not able to come to college, but have made this club a reality by taking up, shouldering the responsibility of making media as profession in the near future for all the students who join this club. I heartily congratulate, and I also welcome on behalf of my brand ambassadors, NHR College, Mr. Ranjeev, who will be guiding us and mentoring us on how to take this future ad agency of HR College, where you can give them, connect to them, to the industry, to write a jingle for them, to shoot an ad for them, to write a storyboard for them, to book a media spot for them, work with television, work with radio, work with various new digital medias that are coming up, and get us the projects that our media network students can work as budding entrepreneurs of the near future, budding journalists of near futures, budding RJs of near future. And this dream, I congratulate the launch of Media Network. And I'm looking forward to my budding entrepreneurs, my budding brand ambassadors to create history in HR College. And people will remember 9 January 2021 as the launch of my Media Network Club. And I think hearty congratulations and all the best for future endeavors. With these few words, I hand over and to dear Adit, or the one who's taking it over. But welcome to HR College, Mr. Ranjit, once again. A great job. And I am visualizing that there will be, I should say, this ad agency will have lots and lots of clients want to work with younger generation of HR College, the future of HR College, the ad agency. So all the best and take this forward. God bless you all. And once again, hearty congratulations.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. Surely, as your media ambassadors, we'll make you proud, ma'am. Another special mention for our club is our respected Vice Principal, Dr. Naveen Punjabi, who unfortunately couldn't be here, but has supported us throughout. So without further ado, let's start with our first segment, Around the World in 80 Seconds. Malaysian researchers develop drone from pineapple leaves. Haryana women get training to drive tractors to Farmers March on Jan 26th. India starts UNSC term vowing to speak up against terrorism. South Africa clinches series as Sri Lanka loses 6 wickets for 35 runs.
Hello, hi. Is this the Media Network? Myself, Dan the Man, reporting live from TMI headquarters. Good morning, Ranjit sir. Good morning. Great to see you here, sir. Big fan.
Excuse me. What is this preposterous behavior? Who are you? Who let you in? Security?
Relax, sir. Relax. Good morning, Mr. Shetty. Big fan of your too. I'm a newest intern and the bright future of TMI. Yourself must have read my CV and been highly impressed since I am a perfectionist.
Oh, so you are the one who submitted a CV on the paper napkin in the cafeteria. No wonder. Anyway, welcome to the Media Network. Meet the team and our audience.
Good morning, ladies and gents. It's very pretty amazing to see you all here, and I'm sure you're very pretty amazed to see me here too.
So, Danish Malhotra, well...
Sir, please, sir, call me Dan, your new best man. You can use the name.
No, Danish works just fine. So, what do you know about the Media Network?
About the Media Network, so I know that you do pretty cool stuff related to media, and your work is beautiful. It's amazing.
Sure, stuff. As expected, he knows nothing. So let's just dive into a brief introduction prepared by our team. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Where gun battles have been taking place inside Kabul University.
Turn to the heavens, where American astronaut Christina Koch landed back on Earth.
They find itself suddenly playing host to a massive influx of flamingos.
5. Africa was declared free of polio.
Elect Joseph Robinette Biden at 77 years old.
First cheetah cubs to be born from in vitro fertilization.
The race for the vaccine. The UK now the first country to approve a vaccine for the coronavirus.
This is the time you go crazy with experimentation.
Maharashtra has 14% of television viewership across the country.
was very pretty amazing, sir. That was very pretty amazing.
Well, Danish, this was just a glimpse of what we have in store for everyone. We hope to build a world that highlights the importance of content creators and incubates artists and creators. We look forward to all of you being part of our creative community. Thanks to our videography team for the great video.
Oh, please, Mr. Shetty, like the video was like great and all, but like making videos is very pretty easy, lemon squeezy, man.
So you think you could have done a better job?
Of course, man. I would have just like shot the video on my very pretty smartphone and like just put it on my Insta for all of you to love and appreciate.
Okay, you know what? Let's see what our audience thinks about this. Do you all also believe that making videos, shooting them, editing them is, as Danish said, easy peasy lemon squeezy? Or is it a tough job? Would anyone here like to speak up? Well, feel free to unmute yourself or share your opinion in the chat box.
Guys, feel free to unmute yourself. I think we need to rebut this argument.
Well, Danish, as you can see, people are typing not easy.
I think so. It's a difficult job, and people really need to acquire the skill to edit a very nice video.
Well, we can agree to disagree here, Mr.
Videos this beautiful? Absolutely not.
Yes, ma'am. Pooja ma'am has something to say, Danish.
Yes, Pooja.
I said no, it's not an easy job. Like the Dan the man is saying, it's going to be tougher, especially when it is a professional video and when you're putting it on media, it should be professional. So Dan the man, be careful. It's not easy.
I will try to take care of it, ma'am.
Yes, as ma'am said, even editing and shooting takes a lot of effort, Danish. Well, actually, you know what? It takes a lot of time, effort, and skill to ideate and produce such aesthetically appealing content. Even though what's on your screen just lasts only for a few seconds or a few minutes, it often takes weeks to come up with stuff like that. And now that digital marketing is so big, coming up with new stuff is even harder. And that's exactly why the demand for graphic designers and videographers has skyrocketed in the last few years.
Oh man, that's very pretty amazing to hear. Maybe I'll like make videos on my very pretty smartphone just like that, and they'll all be on fire.
Well, Danish, keep dreaming. Anyway, to throw some more light on this, we now have a chief guest for the day, Mr. Ranjit Phatak. With 17 years of experience, Mr. Ranjit has been the helm of creating media agnostic content and has worked with well-established companies like Walt Disney, MTV, Viacom 18 Network, and is currently the national programming head of Red FM. His motto is very simple, yet so true. A truly creative person is one who can create content for different platforms. Creative once, creative everywhere. Welcome to our launch, sir. If you could please address the audience.
Thank you so much for such a kind introduction. It's a pleasure to be with you all. Thank you so much, Ms. Ramchandani. Thank you so much, Lady, for inviting me for this. I think it's a brilliant initiative. I've been closely associated with HR for quite some time, right? From my college days, I had some friends. Then I shot some stuff in HR. Then I came for a few lectures as well. So in that way, HR has always been dear to me, and it makes me immensely proud to see you guys coming up with this new initiative of this whole media club, which is actually the need of the hour, And rightly, I was observing you guys, how you guys are adapting yourself to the new mediums which are coming up. And this is actually a good time to launch a club like this, because internet has changed brand marketing for the better, the way the companies and customers interact with one another, and by the way companies build brands have changed a lot. New age brand marketing places more focus on content and information. In new age marketing, brands thrive on the value they provide to their customers by providing them users by valuable content and information. by providing valuable content and information, you're not pushing the product in their face, but also building a storytelling and a brand loyalty. You're befriending them, you're winning their trust. And this is how, the language of communication has changed over the years. And with digital has made this a very impactful change. So ideas today are media agnostic, at so at this stage, there's the marketing is very become multi-channel. If you want to catch attention of your customers, you have to get in front of them. To do that channel presence, so it's about how you engage your audiences through different mediums. Back in the days, there were only few mediums. There were only print, that was radio, and that was television. But nowadays, if you see, and of course you guys know, the mediums have changed, the platforms have changed. Now the consumer has become a more powerful, and to engage this consumer has become more challenging. So not only you have to engage through radio, media, TV and print, those conventional platforms, but you also have to engage them all the upcoming platforms as well. And storytelling doesn't involve just like convention. You have to, I can see some interesting graphics coming up, so you have to engage them to different platforms. So you have your YouTube, you have your Insta, you have your social media so active. You have to be now, the first is social media, and then comes your conventional format, so the landscape is changing. And as rightly I was seeing the banter between Adit and I forgot your name.
Dan my name's Dan the Man.
Dan the Man, yeah. So I think, so both had a point to say, and Dan the Man was this new age, cool, progressive, ahead of the curve, the millennial who wants to push his ideas through different upcoming mediums, and nothing is right or wrong in this, but this is now the need of the hour. So for me now, I say everybody is a content creator, everybody is a broadcaster, because you don't require a conventional channel or a broadcaster to go to. Like today you have ample number of YouTubers, today you have ample number of social media influencers. They are content creators and broadcasters by themselves. And what you honestly just need is a phone nowadays, because see, at the end of it, there's an interesting debate. Is it tough or is it easy? See, execution of content is absolutely easy, but what is the most important part, you guys know, is the germ of the idea. So there are these normally 3 parameters I always follow. These are the basics to do any sort of content or to assess your content. Is like your observation, innovation, and execution. These are basic 3. These are the mantra of your how to content creation. How do you, observation is about what you derive, your information from. Where do you seek, where do you grasp the information from? That is very important. And information comes from everywhere. It comes from your social media platform. It comes from your whatever you watch. It comes from whatever you read. It comes from even the surroundings around you. The most simplest, even if you are going in a local train, you come across so much of content. And that can give a germ to create a content, and when you do this observation, you pick up what is relevant, what is interesting, what will create an interesting value. The biggest ideas come from the most simplest things in life, use that and take that to, and second comes your innovation. If you take that idea, if you take the observation, now how do you put it into a new innovation? Do you want to, because people have been sampling content over the years, they know exactly what's happening. And today's age and time, you guys are much more aware about what's happening around, because you consume so much of content everywhere. So that, how do I innovate? How do I put across my idea in a more innovative manner? That is more important. That comes your innovative stage, because nowadays, how can you put across creativity in a new form? So that you have to think about that. Can I make it like a short video or a long video or a short film, or can I make a rap on it, or can I make, there are different ways of innovating it. And the third part is about the execution. Now, execution is not about how do you smartly, now for this idea, what you innovated, not necessarily everything has to be a video, not everything has to be like a film or a well shot commercial. the most, how, what effective way the idea comes across, that is something which is important. It can come through the post, it can come through a comic strip, it can come through an event, it can come through an ad film, it can come through a short film. So that is the fine. And how do you execute it? Like, what is the finesse you add? How do you maintain the production quality? Sometimes an idea doesn't require, like, you just need a camera to shoot, and that becomes the most of the popular YouTubers. They just do vlogs. That's the best way. I mean, you don't require great production value, but certain ideas require good production value. Then you become your judge of, if I am putting across it like a short film, then how can I make it more, how can I enrich the quality? How can I, if I just, this idea just is in a form of a vlog, how can I again shoot it interestingly? So that is, the execution has to be like paid attention to. And I'm sure, I'm very keen, like, this initiative of this whole media club, will, help to time these ropes and actually give a very insightful experience to all of you. And I'm glad you guys have started this. And, I will always be available for your help, for your support, for even if you want to have some live, experiences in terms of in the field. I'm happy to be there, help you out. I'm just a phone call away, and always there for you. And again, once again, congratulations to you all for this amazing initiative.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very kind words. And the quote which you said, the biggest idea comes from the smallest things in lives, has actually motivated most of our students here. And also a special thanks to Kavya Vartak for her beautiful representation of what sir was saying. So what are we going to do? We're going to open the floor for questions for sir. And I believe so surely will gladly answer these questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody feel free to unmute.
Yes, ma'am. Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am, please.
First of all, Ranjit ji, thank you so much. And it's so good to know that you have been connected with us. And please do keep in touch. And one thing that I want to request you is, because you all are from media, you work in media profession, if you can get us live projects, it could be a small thing like writing a story or writing content for our industry.
Yeah.
Basically, if we train our students inside the college itself through these media network clubs, they will know how to work in an industry professionally. What we give them is bookish knowledge, but what you all give them is the hardcore industry experience.
True.
And this is where we want...
I think there was a kind of a network glitch, but we'll tell ma'am that we are working on certificate programs and a lot of these things together. She is very high on that entire practical emphasis, so she'll be very happy to know that as well. Okay, so we can move on. Ma'am will come back if the network permits.
Absolutely, ma'am, absolutely. We have opened the floor for questions, so anybody who wants to ask a question, feel free to unmute yourself or type in the chat box.
Put it in the chat box and we can ask her the question.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Sorry, I think I got disconnected.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, ma'am, continue.
Yeah. So Ranjit ji, as I said, Dan the Man, Adit, there are many of these young students who have taken up this responsibility of becoming the future, could be an RJ or a journalist. But if you can get them these live projects from industry, I think this will be a Sone Pe Suhaga for HR college, where we say HR is one of the best colleges for BMM.
Yeah.
But we want to add now value addition to the BMM students who they complain they have been neglected. But with the faculties around, if you can help us, that who knows, one more Ranjit Pathak is created in HR college and tomorrow he comes and gives lectures to us. So there I want media support. So Ranjit ji, please feel free. If you have any projects, give it to our students. I'm sure they will not charge you. You don't pay them. But the kind of experience that you will give them, I think our younger generation have much more greater ideas. You could see Adit and Dan, the man, speaking in the morning, and I am surprised, but my students are so talented. So Ranjit ji and your friends in industry from media, I need this from you all. Maybe you can connect us to people and give exposure to our students. It could be a live project from industries that these kids work on. I think it will be something that I, as a principal, as a group, and these students will create some history in the future. So Ranjit ji, that's what I wanted to request you. And please do suggest us some great speakers that Media Network can call, connect to, and get 3 years of BMM that they are doing with us the best.
Yeah. Absolutely, it will be like totally. I will like. In fact, to start off with, once this COVID situation relaxes, I want to call the students to my studio. They can have a tour, see how shows are done. They can meet my jobs, RJs. They meet the creative team, because we have a really one of the best creative teams in radio. Like they can meet Nalin Malishka. They can come see how the shows are made. So they can get an experience on. See, because what happens is this whole the experience which comes live, that is the true experience. When you know on the job, like these are the things, ऐसी चीजें होती है, these are the actual things happen this way. How they run, suddenly the last minute they run out of content, but how they create content. What are the parameters they require? What is that whole madness that goes in a media house. So that you will get a first-hand experience, the taste of it. And I'll be more than happy, to definitely plan tours in batches too, and you can get to meet my prime jocks, interact with them, how they create content, how the team creates content, how jingle is made. So you'll get a whole experience. So don't worry, we'll take care of that.
Thank you. So I think that will be really great.
Thank you so much, Sanjay ji. Thank you, sir. And I must tell you that Media Network students have got a photography studio in HR College and a sound studio in HR College, where we got latest equipments.
Oh, fantastic.
I would request even industry to use it and train us how to use these equipment. I think UGC has been kind enough to grant us. So I want my Media Network students to use those resources. So all welcome in HR College, sir.
Thank you so much, man, and thank you so much, sir. We surely, one of us would like to be the next Ranjit Phatak. I believe Drishti had a question. Yeah, thank you, Drishti.
Yes, I did. Hello, sir. Firstly, welcome to our launch. I had a question regarding, so you spoke about the process of creation and, innovation being the first step. So I wanted to know, what are your thoughts on, so recently Instagram, or at least social media, has been booming with meme content. And a lot of this meme content works upon the entire idea of using already created content and creating memes over it. For example, Rasode mein kaun tha, and so on and so forth. So what do you really think? Is that still considered innovation? And how does that work?
See, if you see, it's again an innovation of whatever content that entertains and engages people is a worth content, right? Because nowadays the parameters of your social media has changed. Initially it was just about posting, but now you see, now likes don't matter anymore. The content that creates engagement and shares, that carries a high value. So you must have seen lately, you are Rasode mein kaun. There's a fantastic, this guy called Yashraj Mukhate. He's been creating a lot of audio memes. That's a fantastic innovation. Nobody has tried. So he has pioneered. So he has the first most advantage. So that's also a form of content creation. Eventually, there's so many people. I myself like what he does. So he takes socially relevant topics. He gives his whole musical spin, and that has made a fantastic innovation. Rendition of the content he does. It's amazing. That again requires simple idea. Idea is simple. It's not. There is no rocket science. But how he has done it, it's brilliant. So that's again the innovation. Yeah. So I think whatever content that engages and entertains people is a good content. Yes, one has to be the content doesn't need to be. The content needs to be relevant. The biggest thing when you create a content, it has to be relevant. It has to be real. It can't be. You can't force content down someone's throat, which is not real, which is unbelievable, which is too far fetched. When a person starts thinking, it takes more than 10 seconds to think what it was, then you lost it. The content is not working. Within 3 seconds, the person should get what you're trying to convey.
Right.
I think it's a brilliant piece of content.
Right. Thank you.
Sir, I had a question.
Yeah.
Sir, what do you think will be the future of radio given how social media is advancing and booming currently?
So I think for radio, I mean, I always get asked this question, and people say that radio is dying, radio is this, array. But now for me, it's ulta, and that's why I also took this jump in radio. But I've always been a media with the video person for all my longest time of life, as to direct, as to shoot. But now with digital coming in, now radio has got a face. Radio never had, it was only an audio medium. But now with digital coming in, by the way, we do radio by the way. So now what we do, we are a content powerhouse. We are digitally extremely strong. We do a lot of on-ground events. We do a lot of activations. We do campaigns. We do ad films. And by the way, we do radio also. So that is how our landscape has become. So we, as Red FM, we do not pitch ourselves as a radio station anymore. We are a content powerhouse. We're a content house. We create platform agnostic content. And yes, by the way, we do also radio. So this is the whole transition that has happened. My jobs have got a face. My jobs have become influencer. We have become much more, even stronger than any other television channel right now in today's date. Because every job itself is a broadcaster, influencer, and he has a footprint. And that's what even today's brands go for. They go for a larger footprint. They go for a larger influencer-based content house. And that's where we are now. In fact, we are creating a lot of podcasts. We are not only stuck to radio. So my talent is creating a lot of podcasts. So podcast is the way forward. That is in next 5 years, podcast will be the next big thing. So we have already started working in that space.
Ads. Okay, thank you, sir.
So just another question.
Yeah.
So, how you spoke about you guys launching podcasts as well. And, since everything's going digital, we also are seeing a lot of seeping in of advertisements on every content platform. So is that really going to continue? Because ads are pretty much annoying for everyone out here. So is that going to continue for the longest time?
Yes, but that's how the money is coming from. But yes, but very soon there will be, sometimes there are options at certain, if you want to see ad free, that's what you're calling, right? That while you're watching something, an ad comes in. See, all the social media platforms are innovating, and because they are trying to give more of consumer viewing experience and less of ad experience. So they are working on algorithms right now, okay? But there are certain platforms which offer you like a premium membership by which you can watch without any ads. That is one. B, the ads are going to come in some way or the form, but yes, going forward, yes, the platforms are working on how they can minimize distraction while you're watching the content. So they will. So after maybe at some point of time, there may be another way of showcasing that ad, but let's see. That will only come to know with the passage of time. But ads will be there,
Thank you, sir.
So, sir, I had a question.
Yeah.
So, sir, we talked about relevancy of content, and you yourself have worked with so many companies that have such different approaches to creating content. Like, how do you navigate yourself through remaining relevant throughout and creating something that that appeals to the audiences constantly? How is that a constant cycle? Because what I have seen usually is that these content creators, they get typecasted, and they're like, okay, this type of, like Yashraj Mukhate, for example, if he tries to create something new now, it won't maybe garner as a great response as it did, and you have constantly done that in your career. You've been at different places and you've created different content, and it is all done well. So how do you maintain that?
Okay, the mantra which I follow is, how many of you over here drive cars? You drive a car, right? Which car you're driving right now?
I drive a Swift, sir.
Swift, okay. If I give you a Fortuner, will you drive?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I give you a bigger Tempo, can you drive? You can drive, right? It will take you 2 days to adjust. But what is the key in it? Is your driving. That is what is important. See, mediums are different. They're just different cars. If you know how to drive well, it just takes some time to adjust, but you can do it. So that's what it's all about creativity. It's all about content. It's about communication. How do you create? So if you are good at creating something, if you're good at ideating something, rest are all just platforms. it just takes some time to adjust, because the ethos of content creation is similar thing. Your observation, innovation, execution, that across everywhere. I can create a event, I can create a film, I can create a short film, I can create a TV show, I can create because at the end of it, what lies at the core of it is the idea. If your idea is strong, the rest is the execution medium. Probably I'll take you through the exercise sometime when I, at a longer session when I sometime come to your college, but this is like once you have an idea, then that's what I said. No, abhi innovation idea aa gaya hai. अब इसको कैसे innovate करने का, then you choose. Now you're a platter. Now, is this idea work well on social media or work well as a short film or work well as an event? That you choose. Once you know how to create an ideate, then rest is all just a medium to execute. It's always remember this thing. Driving आता है तो कौन सा भी गाड़ी चला सकते हो. It's not about that. The creativity is the core of it.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I think that's a really great analogy. Puts me into a new perspective now. So, guys, are there any other questions that you would like to direct towards Ranjit, sir?
Absolutely. I would like to take the privilege of the last question, Dan the man, if I could.
Please go ahead, Mr. Shetty.
Absolutely, Ranjit. So, as you see, many industries were hit by the COVID-19. How has the media industry got impacted by the COVID-19? Has it benefited or has it had a lashback?
Well, honestly, most of the industry except digital were very, I would not shy away from it, but actually hampered a lot. But surprisingly, even we got affected, but surprisingly, there was a different, so always there is always an opportunity everywhere. That's one thing I've realized. So this, while everyone was saying like COVID, yeah, dhanda kharab ho gaya, dhanda doob gaya, all that jazz was going on. But when we did our research, it was contrary. In fact, our listenership went higher in smaller towns, because in smaller towns, in metro we drive. That's what drives the listenership in the metros. Because the moment you're stuck in a traffic, you listen to radio. But in smaller town, they're not much, well versed with these apps, all the Spotify and whatever. Unke liye sirf radio hai. And so they heard the radio the most, in fact, So we actually got benefited. So we realized actually our radio listenership has grown at least thrice during this COVID period. So that was a shocking even insight for us also. So again, I said there's always an opportunity in the most adverse situation also. But yes, overall industries happen, and we are like, thankfully we are recovering back, and we are getting back in the form. But we never let our content go down. We always kept on innovating content. In fact, that gave us an opportunity to create a lot of online concerts. So we did a brilliant concerts with many celebrities, artists, musicians. So yeah, that's how it was.
Thank you so much. So that would be the last question. I know many people are very eager to ask questions, but we have very less time and we would like to go forward. So thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us and giving us insights in the radio industry. And of course, the examples of various cars has actually given me a new perspective. And surely you must have given Dan the man a new perspective.
Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys sometime soon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Shetty, do you know why I'll never get COVID?
Well, Dan,
I'll tell you. Because myself is a pure vegetarian. And guys, on a completely different note, veg biryani is biryani. Debate me on that. I dare you.
And who brought you this interesting but very fake information, Danish?
Are we talking about the COVID or the biryani? I am a little confused.
Even though they both are fake, I'd like to address the former. That is coronavirus, so that none of our viewers remain misinformed.
Guys, was I the only one reading the news on WhatsApp? That's pretty sad. But what can I say? Breaks my heart.
Again, Danish, let's put it to our audience. What do you guys think? We'd love to hear from you all. Feel free to unmute yourself or share your opinion in the chat box about fake news or misinformation spread through various media platforms. And how should news actually be consumed?
So I shouldn't be reading news from WhatsApp? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely not, Danish.
Okay, let's have some other inputs. Guys, can you speak up? I think I need some more input on this. I don't really trust Mr. Shetty, whatever he's saying. I think he's trying to do something to me. I would like somebody else to speak up.
Should I speak? Can I speak?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
I've heard, I've seen a lot of WhatsApp forwards during the coronavirus outbreak that there is a vaccine, or you can just treat it at home, and you don't really need any vaccine or anything, and which is absolutely false. But most of the parents and grandparents just actually believe it and start using those things. So I think that's a really big, that shouldn't be happening. You should not trust WhatsApp, as it's not really appropriate.
That's absolutely correct, Danish. There you go. As you see, WhatsApp is not a credible source.
I still think we need to dig deeper into this, Mr. Shetty. I still think we need to take a few more opinions. Pooja, ma'am, would you like to tell us your opinion on this?
I think as somebody said, that not everything is false. There are always some interesting articles and videos also being shared. So it is up to us what we take it as yes and what we take it as no. And do not believe in it blindly. Check the right source before spreading. What happened was a lot of WhatsApp messages actually created a fear. I mean, more than Corona being deadly, WhatsApp became a deadly, and there was something called WhatsApp University being spoken. कि वहाँ पे जो बोला जाता है वो not always is true. So it is up to us. Don't believe blindly. Test, check, then go ahead and say yes, this is true, and then I forward it to my friends and family. Otherwise, it creates a panic.
Absolutely.
People have to responsibly use it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so Brushti thinks that you can actually live for 100 years by forwarding a WhatsApp message. And I think that's really great information for all of you to take home today.
No, Danish. I want to add to what ma'am said, actually, just to prove my point. To add into what ma'am said, I believe being media literate is very important, especially when you're constantly bombarded with the news from variety of sources. Which one is true? What's fake? What can I do as a consumer? Well, you must start with gatekeeping the content that you consume and not believe every piece of information. If there's an important piece of news, make it a habit to filter it out, verify this information with credible sources, and not being too quick to form opinions. We must make it a habit to listen, analyze, and read before we react.
But Mr. Shetty, how do I get media literate? I mean, those are very pretty big words, but they confuse me, my brain cells, and it's so tough, man.
Well, Danish, I'm glad you brought that up. I think there's someone who's much more well-versed than me to tell you all about this. Please welcome our teacher in charge, Dr. Nidhi Thanawala, who will unveil our maiden publication, The Encyclomedia, highlighting the importance of media literacy. There you go.
All right. So I don't want to really cap on and eat up the entire vote of thanks, but I'm really, really happy that Mr. Phatak had the time for us today. Also for the principal's ma'am time, and a special mention for our faculty member, Professor Atul Sate, to be here throughout the launch. Okay, it's the support of the call giving us the time. So all of that is something that I can only hope that you'll take this club as an opportunity to learn more from it. Okay, talking a little bit about this media, we wanted the launch to be a little special, given that we are doing it offline and we can't really have the red parda and the golden ribbon and all of those things. But one question that I got asked is, you are calling it as a club which is across streams, but it is still a BMM club, it is still a media club because it is only for the media students. One of the things that I've been constantly saying is, media is not something which is for media students. Media is something that all of us consume. Media is something that all of us have it all around us. So for the launch, we are specially doing a small dictionary of sorts. We are calling it the encyclopedia, as you know, all of you can see. And as you can see here, that there are going to be certain most basic, more foundational things that will get the non-media students a little ahead, give some kind of a glimpse to understand the content and the media around them a little better. Okay? So I can only hope that the students will make the most of it. Okay? Thank you so much.
Can we have this on the website of HR? That will be brilliant.
Yes, ma'am. We'll upload it. We plan to do that. So.
And ma'am, adding on to that, we'll be sending it to every student here. So through the email ID. So
I think when we were speaking about ethical WhatsApp messaging, monitoring, policing, I think I can give Media Network another job now. One thing is that Sanjay sir should help us is get Malishka. She's very famous, and help us get as speaker in HR college on her journey, because we know her journey has been a different journey. So I want a promise from Sanjay sir if he can get her as a speaker in HR. And secondly, if you all can work on content that is coming to you through your phone, how do you monitor it? I mean, is there someone, Sanjay ji, Ranjit ji, who can help us on to how do you police your own self? I mean, how do you believe? How do you know that the content that has come to me on WhatsApp or on Insta or on Facebook is the right content and I should share it or I should not share it? How do I check on its ethical or the rightness of that message? If Ranjit ji, so that's two things that I'm giving Media Network as a job. Get Malishka on board. And secondly is how do you check the rightness of the messages? Is there a way that a listener or a reader can do it before forwarding it and not create panic out of it? So I want Ranjit ji support there and Media Network Club work on that.
Absolutely. We can absolutely do that for sure. I think one also one should always cross-check whatever data is, because half of the news gets falsely spread because of the wrong information. That's what we also did in the campaign recently during COVID times. There were so many rumors that were floating around. So we actually took it up before forwarding, check, because that's how the more panic and the wrong information gets forwarded. Some wrong, in fact, it was when COVID has set in, there was some videos circulated in China. They were picking up people from their houses and they're dumping into a room. So already there was a panic because this creates a lot of fear psychosis and wrong information. So they thought that people are falling, just suddenly dropping dead. But this was not the case. That was not true. That was somebody who had created a hoax. But people actually, my family members believed they were scared of it stepping out of the house. So then one has to actually cross-check. One has to go actually from reliable sources. Maybe they have to go to relevant sites. They can go to WHO sites, see what are the symptoms, what are the true symptoms. Till that, so there are so many misconceptions about COVID. So I think one has to first on self take a responsible to even forwarding ahead. One has to take a responsibility whether it's right or wrong. One has to vet it. If I feel I get a message, I always go and check whether it is right or wrong. They don't really forward. Otherwise, I don't forward. So the responsibility starts from one's own self. And yes, we can actually take it as an assignment, create a report or a data. We can always do that.
Thank you, sir. I think that's really great input. Even Pooja ma'am, I think that today's conversation has been really great. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Nidhi ma'am, who's been there since the beginning and who's constantly supported us, and her insights on things have really inspired us to do something that's a little different. Thank you for your words of inspiration, ma'am.
Excuse me, you look like Dan the man, but you certainly don't speak like him. Who are you?
Well, hello again, Mr. Shetty. I am Danish Malhotra, your newest and most eager intern at the Media Network. Being here today has really inspired me to look at media and the industry from a completely different perspective and understand its importance in a way I did not really do before.
Well, Danish, that's what the Media Network is here for. To clear your misconception and to educate the masses about media in a holistic manner, with an equal quotient of entertainment right at your doorstep.
On this note, I request Aditi Dureha, one of our founding members, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Danish. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aditi Dureha, and I'm one of the 7 girls TYBMM students who founded the Media Network. First of all, I would like to extend my heartiest gratitude to Mr. Ranjit Pathak, who took out time from his busy schedule to be a part of this very, very special occasion. Thank you, sir. It was an absolute pleasure learning from you. I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. Pooja Ramchandani ma'am, and our vice principal, Dr. Naveen Punjabi sir, who gave us the opportunity to create and continue to motivate and help us grow. I would especially like to thank our faculty in charge, Dr. Nidhi Thanawala ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for leading us to the right path, be it at 12 in the afternoon or at night. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank the audience who chose to spend their Saturday celebrating this launch with us. It is an exhilarating feeling to know that the media students in HR College of Commerce and Economics now have a platform to speak up and a stage to showcase their talent and art like never before. On behalf of the core committee, I thank everyone again for letting us create and showcase to our heart's content. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditi. With this, we come to an end of our very first event.